have a nice bottle of prosecco.
Yeah.
I love this already. I love this already. Actually, cheers.
So we're in the Blue Blazer. Is this a pub that looms large in your festival-going experience?
Yeah, possibly a little bit too much. In fact, all our festival performances with the SCO are in the Usher Hall.
Which is just about maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes walk away from here.
Stumbling distance, yes. Yeah. So this is the spot that we generally all meet.
Shall we take a seat?
Sure.
Back of the pub.
Yeah, taking up all the valuable bar space.
So you've been playing with the Scottish Chamber Orchestra since 1993, I believe.
So I joined November 30th, 1993.
You remember the date?
Oh, yes.
Of course, you've worked with such an incredible array of conductors, including the great Sir Charles Mackerras.
In fact, Sir Charles was my very first experience with the SCO, so he was my trial. And it was the festival. That was my trial, 1993 festival.
Do you remember what the programme was?
And it was Così fan tutte. Oh, it was total heaven, to be here in the festival.
Do you feel like he is still sort of etched into the sound, to the colours, to the fabric of the orchestra?
Very much so. I mean, it's part of the foundations for me, just because he was there when I first started. He's such a character, and we always just fully enjoyed it. And he's a bit like the grandfather figure. And we've had very important conductors since. I'd say notably Joseph Svensson, and of course Robin Ticciati. So Robin now he's taken the orchestra really to new kind of, for me, dizzy heights of excitement. He's this incredibly vibrant and excitable entity, and he instills the music with all that.
Presumably playing on the Usher Hall stage to a full Usher Hall festival crowd must give a particular kind of atmosphere and excitement amongst the orchestra. What is that like?
You can't deny that having a full house in a beautiful hall does wonders for a performance. It's a total thrill. I mean, you're much more likely to get that in a festival. I have my band, Mr. McFall's Chamber.
Many of you in Mr. McFall's Chamber are members of the Scottish Chamber Orchestra who also have this sort of dual personality.
We basically got a quartet together from the SCO and presented a programme of quite avant-garde, well, considered at that point avant-garde string quartet music to play in the club at about 2 o'clock in the morning. Experience of playing to clubbers who were probably off their face, but they were dancing to Webern. Very expressive dancing. And, I'd never seen anything like that. It was so exciting.
And presumably for you, it's been a really crucial outlet that complements and enhances your orchestral playing.
I need to have a constant sort of inspiration, I guess. I feel like there's so many things I'd love to do and just not enough time to do them. I had a desire in the late 90s to play a different instrument, meaning I didn't want to play a different instrument other than the cello. I wanted to play another instrument, musical saw.
As you would.
As you would. And I was like, musical saw? Tell me more.
And you start to look at saws in a different light.
That's the one that I first learnt. The one that I had a lesson on was Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and it works very well because it uses the scope of the saw very well.
Well, I'd love to hear it. Can we hear a little bit of the musical songs?
They're classic tunes played on the saw.
Played on the saw. A classic played on a saw.
Yeah.
Wondering what a typical festival would find you playing in terms of the range of music.
Well, the word typical doesn't really apply, because actually every festival is very different, and every festival has a different flavour. The international festival programmes, they range quite dramatically anyway.
By the end of it, have you sort of pummeled yourself into a state of absolute exhaustion, or do you end on some kind of incredible high from all the energy?
A little bit of both. Depends on the intensity of it all, but it will invariably be intense. There's I don't think I've ever really had a festival where it's been quite relaxing.
No, I think I would agree with you there.